All right, we're in business. Hey folks, we're in Longtan. We're going to take a look at this temple. Here's the entranceway to it right here. Longtan Temple is famous for being located on an island. Got a little lake here. And this lake is one of the locations in Taiwan used for the dragon boat races. How'd you like to live here, right on the water? Right? Not exactly beachfront property, but interesting just as well. Right? What do you think about that? The water's a tad murky. I'm gonna hustle here because I'm out in the sun. I forgot to bring a hat today. So that'll keep things moving along. I don't feel like getting a sunburn. Although, I did put some sunscreen on this morning, so should be all right. Looks like there's some boats over there. You can probably come here on a weekend, rent a boat, and ride around. This is one of Taiwan's better known temples. I think because of the lake and the races. The races are really quite dramatic. They're fun. These teams are usually young guys. They've got these long, ornate, elaborate canoe-type boats that seat, I don't know, maybe 10 people in there, and then there's a guy beating the drum to keep the rhythm for the rowers so that they don't row out of sync. And it's a point of pride for the club to win at least a race or two before being disqualified, because the competition is indeed fierce. The English teachers here in Taiwan, they have for a long time fielded a boat, and the name of their team is the Foreign Devils. That's right, folks. That's a perfect name, isn't it? It's a great name, the Foreign Devils. So I'm not sure if they race here or if they race in Hsinchu City. I think they race in Hsinchu. Now, that's a big temple. There's a lot to look at. I hope I got the light setting right. I got it set in like 87, I think. There you go. It's a bright, sunny day. It's late November, pretty warm. It's supposed to be kind of close to setting a record today for heat, I believe. And a number of cars here today. I think this place is always kind of busy. I'm gonna get rid of the glasses. Get my eyes adjusted to indoors. And time to slow it down. There's a lot to look at here. And undoubtedly an interesting story with each of these characters. Really beautiful, exquisite. This guy, he's saying, don't take my picture. He's got his hand up. This guy here, he's got a small animal. He must be the protector of animals. Huh? Beautiful room. And we will just make the rounds here and see what we can see. That goes to upstairs, okay. Oh, this is interesting. This is a low carbon temple. Maybe that means they don't burn as much incense as some of the other temples. Or they don't allow the burning of paper money. That could be too. Certainly doesn't mean that they don't burn incense, because the incense is steady burning. They've got it blocked off so you can't go inside this room here. But that appears to be the main altar there. Lots of figures. These are the semicircular moon, quarter moon shaped wood pieces that people throw. They throw two of them, and then there's some significance to the way they land, whether their prayer is going to be answered or not. Of course, it turns into a game of best 2 out of 3, and then the best 3 out of 5, and then like that. You see folks throwing them over and over and over again, hoping for better luck. It's kind of a wishful thinking type thing. Anywhere you look, there's some sort of decoration on the wall, some kind of art, all the way up to the ceilings. The fluorescent lights here are kind of the enemy of the art. Take a quick peek outside here. I think there's something to look at out here as well. Oh, there's a, I'm not going to go over there, but that's a, well, you know what, I will too. This might be what they're talking about when they say it's a low carbon temple. I think there might be some limitation to how much paper money is allowed to be burned in here. Like maybe none anymore. I can't read that sign, but yeah, art everywhere, right? Art everywhere. It's locked. Oh, okay. So that might be telling the folks, don't burn your paper money here anymore. We're trying to keep the air clean, which would be fine. It's always been a strange thing to spend real money to get fake money and then burn it. Never quite understood that. Look up here. Get in the middle of it. Yeah. Yeah, everywhere you look. Now we're 10 minutes in. We're still on the ground floor. There's like 3 or 4 floors here. So it's going to take a hot minute to look at everything. Oh yeah. No fluorescence here, so you can see the ceiling artwork a little better. I would imagine at night the lights all go on and this becomes harder to see. These are generally an indication of people who were members of the temple, and then their spirit has gone on, and there's a small statue to remember them by. I think you pay a small fee to the temple, and then they'll do that for you. We can take a little closer look at these guys. There you go. Yeah, and you see the wood carving behind there. The beautiful wood carving behind. That's the kind of thing that might come from Sanyi. A lot of times the intricate wood carvings that are produced by the Sanyi artists will end up in temples like this. Let's keep it moving. Let's head upstairs. And then after that, let's head upstairs. And then after that, let's head upstairs some more. There's a whole bunch of upstairs here. These might be the wrong stairs. That might be heading up to the administrative offices or something like that. I don't know. We'll take a look. Oh, maybe not. Wow, look at these floors. They just shine. There's more up right there. Let's take a look over here. There you go, folks. It's a gorgeous day. You can see the lake out there. And the trim. There's always a lot of art involved in the roof of a temple. And we spin it around, and we have a room like this. I don't want to spoil any surprises, but I believe that's the next floor up there. That might be as far as it goes. Art on the roof or on the ceiling. And let's just do a quick spin around the room here. Okay, they've got this blocked off too, so we're not going to get into there. We'll just take a look. Oh, you know what? This is an extending pole. So we'll take a look like this. You can take a little better look at what's up here. Right? The work that goes into that. There's stories to be told all over the place. On the walls and the ceilings. And let's just reach in here a little bit again, just for fun, because we can. There you go. That's as close as we're going to get to that altar right there. Incredible. I never get tired of looking at these. Here you go. Okay. So that's this room. And let's just, ooh, something smells good. Somebody's cooking down there. Hey, we're going up. Look at this. Another floor. Beautiful. Just imagine all the years and years of work that went into this. Everywhere a story. You know, the Christians, they don't decorate their churches in this way. You got a cross. Catholics maybe have a Virgin Mary. Maybe a few others, but man, nobody does it quite like this in the West. This story here. What's the story? Well, we got some monks, and we have a Buddha. We have a holy figure dispensing wisdom, compassion, and the story is being told on this wall right here. Up we go. Third and final floor? I think it is. Let's first grab the view here. Oh my. There's a story everywhere. This is the under the eaves. I think I can reach that far. Let's see what happens. Be funny if the camera fell off. And there's Some story being told up here. What's the story? You know, the story is you be careful this camera doesn't fall off and land on somebody. That's the story. The light is a little bit freaking out because it's bright and dark, bright and dark. Let's reach it out here and get beyond the roof. Get beyond the roof line. There you go. City of Longtan. Longtan Lake. And detail, detail, detail everywhere. Look at the detail here. All right. Meanwhile, back inside, it's wonderful. Let's extend this as far as it'll go. There we go. It's about like that. There's the floor we were just on. And again, there we go. Oh, that's on the ceiling. You have to look up or you miss it. And stories being told everywhere. Over the door, we have this story. And here we have this story. Yes. Bring it in a little bit here for this. I think some of the best art in these temples is on the ceilings. Look at that. It's wonderful. Wouldn't you love to know the story here? We have, what is that, a guy with a net? A guy with a jar full of bees? Is that the story? It's been released. He's chasing this guy on a horse. I don't know what the story is, but it's... And for this one, I think we want to spin it around and get it like this. Beautiful. And another look over the rail down below here. Wonderful rooms. All right. Back out into the sunlight here. Longtan. A lot of beauty here. Well, some folks have come up here, and got a little break right here. We can peek through here. Looks like that. And I think that's the bulk of it, pretty much. You could spend a lot of time, doing this. There's the artist's name. I believe that would be one of the monks. I think this is all pretty much in-house. These are all monks doing the work. Yeah. You could spend a lot of time analyzing these, because there's so much of it. If anybody knows the stories behind these paintings and wants to contribute their knowledge in the comments, that would be both unexpected and fantastic. Right? That'd be great. 'Cause I don't know. I know Bible stories. I don't know these stories. Yeah, I was raised in a Christian church, so I know the stories of Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, and John the disciple, or John the Baptist, and Peter, and all that stuff. But not these guys. Not these cats here. All right. One more quick look around here. Colors are fantastic. They really are. One more pass to this room. And also what you've got on the walls, where they're not doing something really colorful, there are these stone etchings that look like this. And here we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 across, 3 down. There's 24 of them right there. And then they go on over there, another, there's probably 100 of those in here on the walls as well. Everywhere you look. You could come here many times and still miss some of that stuff. Here we got figures in a, see if I can pop that out there a little bit. Yeah, looking like that, huh? This is under the roof. It's kind of the eaves there. All these guys. And that's a story being told there too. And what the story is, I don't know. Okay, back to the stairs. Oh, we were talking about the dragon boat races a minute ago. Here's an illustration of that right here. You can see that. Try to get away from the glare. Got a couple of teams that are rowing mightily. And this one in the front is not rowing. Sometimes they pound on a drum to provide the rhythm. And other times, I believe they just they sing out the rhythm. And that's happening. Let's see if we can get the context here without the glare. Yeah, it looks like that, right? That's a fun event. I believe it happens in, I want to say, July maybe? I'm not sure. Whenever it does happen, it's always crazy hot. So it's not something that you do it maybe once or twice, and after that you've had your fill of it. Here we have these three guys here. Beautiful. Yeah, the displays are, I mean, look at the wood trim too. Just attention to detail in the ceiling with the glass panels. It's really, really lovely. And what are these? Well, these are little strings. Don't know what that's all about. Here's some sort of offerings. If you want to test your luck, you can throw those things, say your prayer. Hope that it works out. Okay. I believe we went up one side and down the other. That's kind of what I was hoping would happen. Anything else to report? It is a Monday, so it's not that busy. You come here on a weekend, I think you see a lot more people. And once again, there's the main room right there. Yeah. Anything we missed? I think we looked in there. They sell crackers here. I'm going to guess that has something to do with the offerings, right, that are placed before the altars. And you got a little convenience store over there. I think sometimes those things. Here we go. I'll read it too. The imposing Nantian Temple is located on the Dachih Tourist Island of Longtan Township. It was built in 1972 for blessing nationals, promoting prosperousness and tourism of the locality. Now the temple has become the best place for pilgrimage, sightseeing, and resting. The Nantian Temple is like a lotus standing majestically in a pond, reflects the clear water around it. Staying in this fantastic scene is like in a heaven on earth. Chief worship in the main hall is Guansheng Taoist Deity. The deity had great achievements in all his life. He is a pattern of loyalty and honor, so he is extolled and esteemed by posterities. There you go. There's the text right there, in case you want to take a look at it. And some things are for sale. Probably the offerings and such. And so last look around right there. We'll make our exit here. Oh, we'll take a look out here in the garden, and then I think we'll call it a video. If you made it this far, you're 34 minutes in. I appreciate you coming along with me, taking a look. It's called the Nantian Temple. All right. What have we here? All right. I'm not seeing the usual koi in that pond. I'm surprised. Usually the temples have koi. Only pedestrians and wheelchairs allowed to pass. No scooters. Little garden here. Come and relax. Got some shade, that's nice. Okay, well there it is. Pretty good view of the temple from here, actually. Very good view. Oh, I can see fish down there. See the fish? I don't guess a whole lot of fishing goes on here. It's probably considered in bad form to be taking the fish out of the temple's lake. Yep. Well, folks, I hope you enjoyed that, and if you did, feel free to hit a like button or subscribe button. If you know anything about any of those stories in the art and want to comment below, that would be fantastic. Some of you are undoubtedly schooled in Taoism and have some information there. Beyond that, I wish you all a blessed and peaceful and fantastic day, and we will catch you on the next video.